Hello, Orchidaholics. I thought we would talk a little bit about roots today. Talking about flowers, talking about pseudobulbs, new pseudobulbs, shoots. That's quite normal. But at the root of every plant, that is the important part. And once you have a great root system, then you know that good flowering is going to happen. So let's talk about roots. So here are some examples of some fantastic root growth. I mean, just look at that. This dendrobium was just potted in a tender coconut shell, and it's just happily rooting there. And because of that, I guess, here we are. So we have got some fantastic flowering as well. So take a look at the roots. I mean, these are just fabulous. A lovely coating of velamin and lime green root tips. I mean, that's what you're looking for when you're talking about roots for any kind of orchid. You can find some of the same here. Again, this is a dendrobium, but inside the new pseudobulb is growing some roots, and when you see that, you know you are going to get fabulous flowers. Look at the color. Plenty of showers. I mean, this is Pune. I mean, you're not going to get 20 flowers on a flower spike, especially when I don't have a closed environment. I don't have a misting system. This is just me showering my plants with a lot of water and fertilizer. But But I do have good root growth, and let me show you some more. About 20 days ago, I don't think it's even been a month, I bought these really sorry looking dendrobiums from a corner nursery shop. I mean, it looked like it was going to die actually, but I knew I could resuscitate them into life, and I bought them. And after repotting, it has not only given me a new shoot, but what are we talking about today? We have some lovely roots. And I know once you see the roots, the plant is happy. It's taking up nutrients, it's taking up water, and it's the whole process of growth is only going to, it will start, and hopefully within 2 or 3 months we will get some blooms out of this plant. And the same goes for this dendrobium. Again, bought with the previous one. It was in a sorry state. I mean, look at the leaves. I mean, it's really bad. It's been through some tough times, but now it's happy, it's growing, it's got new pseudobulb growth, and it also has really great roots, white roots that cover. I mean, it's the velamin, and inside is the roots, and then you have these lime green root tips. When you see that, you know that you have a happy plant, and this plant will grow and it will flower. Many months ago, about 3 months ago, my friend Sheila had bought an enormous Oncidium fasciculata, and we hacked it into, Sheila took half of it, I took the other half, and I repotted it. So it's growing well. It's got new shoots, you can see these were about an inch about a month ago, and now they're really happily growing. And as usual, I look for the roots, and I can see some. I'm really happy to see it. Some up, which are not the useful ones. They should go down into the pot, and hopefully we have something inside. But while hacking it into two, I had this single on pseudobulb which just fell apart. So I mounted it, and I was just watering it. I mean, I don't even know if this is going to live, and I didn't actually think it would because of this part here. But about a week ago, I started seeing root growth. Can you see that? Again, these are much thinner, much finer roots than the dendrobium, but the concept is the same. And here you can see, here, this is the actual root, right? And let me see if I can show you. Over here you can see that this is the velamen, and it covers the actual thread-like root. It's like a sponge. So what happens is the velamen absorbs the moisture and it slowly transfers it into the thin actual root. And the green tip here is the growing part. The bigger the green tip, the lime green color, the longer is the growth, and it just shows that it's a healthy root. So I have hopes that this pseudobulb might not die, and I'll keep you up to date. We'll see how it works, how it grows, and most probably it will grow a new pseudobulb from somewhere. I think it might hive off from this small thing here. This I think that is probably where we might have the next growth, but we'll just have to wait and see. So the roots have given me hope. One day this plant might, in maybe 2 years, get to this size. Let's be positive about it. This here is my Myrmica tavola Francis Fox. I've made a video about it, and this is the pseudobulb that gave me the flowering, and now right next to it we have a new pseudobulb. Am I excited? Of course I am, but I was more excited when this pseudobulb was growing roots, because I knew that it's growing roots, which means that it is going to be a healthy plant. It is hydrating itself, and it is also in a situation now where it is having a baby. Actually, it has given out a pseudobulb, and I can't wait till this pseudobulb grows roots. I don't think that the new pseudobulb has grown roots of its own, so we have to wait and see. But the previous pseudobulb on this Myrmica tavola grew roots after it almost matured, but before it had the flowers. So here we have roots, but we can't see the tips because they've gone down inside, but they are healthy, and that's great. The most spectacular roots that you can ever see on an orchid is of a vanda, and of course I have one here. They don't need to be potted at all, and they grow all over the place, these roots, and the more you have the better. So behind all these this chapa, I have my oldest vanda, and it's just, you have to look at the roots. They're as thick as my pinky finger. Again, the same concept. You have the thread-like root inside with the covering of the white velamen, and you have the lime green tips. And this is happy. I know that for sure because we have a spike up here somewhere. Let me see if I can catch it. Here we are. This is, I'm not able to get it. I can't catch it. If you can see here, this is the spike. This is last year. Don't look at the brown one. The green one. There we are. So this is a happy vanda, and you can see that it has a lot of happy roots growing from everywhere actually, and that's great. Now this is not a happy vanda because it doesn't have enough roots, and I'm trying to get it to root, and hopefully I succeed. So this is not a happy vanda, and it has a very bad root system, and therefore it's finding it difficult to hydrate itself, and that's why you can see that the leaves are quite not healthy at all. They're kind of desiccated. So fingers crossed with this one. And of course we have this Bangkok sunset. Again, same concept. The more roots it has, the better it will go. So this is another root system that is not too good, it's not too bad. And then again here I have my Rancho styles, the kind of vanda. Look at that root. It's long, it's white, it has a lovely long root tip, you know that this is a happy plant. And it should flower next month. I mean, May is when they start blooming. So I'm really looking forward to this Rhynchostylis bloom. I will definitely post photographs of them or make a video. I mean, it is the most spectacular blooming. I've got a couple more inside. You can see they are quite happy. You can almost see a labyrinth of roots in here. It's always a good sign. Always a good sign when you have a lot of roots. So take a look at the roots. Always remember, it's not just the flowering, although that is spectacular and you love it, and that's what you're actually growing your orchids for. But it all starts right there at the base of the plant, where you are, you're just, oh, I can see roots. They look good, nice, good situation. So look at the roots. Everybody, don't forget, look at the roots. Oh, we've got some nice roots here too. My epidendrum is doing well. To sum up, you look at the roots because they are indicative of how well or how healthy your plants are or are going to be. So if you have good healthy roots, it means they can and they will soak up all the water and the fertilizer, and it in turn it will also energize the plant, give it nutrients, and it will grow well. So this is what a root does, and it also tells us if there is a problem. Sometimes when you over fertilize, or if your fertilizer solution is a bit too strong, you can have root burn. Sometimes when you water too much, your roots will go soggy and they will turn dark and mushy. So you have to pay attention to the roots. Remember, we want them to be white with nice lime green root tips. And once you have that, you have your whole orchid growing sorted, and it will just be a matter of time before you have a healthy plant with beautiful flowering. So that's about it. See you again.